like, okay, we're talking modern day. His name would have been Kyle, and he would have punched many holes in a basement wall.
Hello and welcome to the Lost and Faded podcast, where you get lost and faded into whatever movie I'm filming for the week. This week, The Long Walk with me, Byron, and then I got Colleen and Daisy with me here today.
Hello.
So, this is a movie.
It is a long walk.
It's a very tension-filled movie.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this.
Yeah, it was very dark.
We talked about it before, and I was like, "This is the bleakest one I've done on the podcast." So, I'll still try to make it somehow fun.
Right. Right.
But so yeah, The Long Walk, it's about these group of teenagers who, quotation mark, volunteer to keep walking until there's one left or be shot.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's the simple plot about it.
Walk until you can't walk anymore, and then you're done.
Yeah.
But they just call it getting your ticket.
Yeah, getting your ticket.
I'm like, that's a weird way of saying
He said at one point he was like eliminated in one part of the movie.
Oh.
Which I'm like, that's wild. This whole world is wild.
It's dystopian.
Yeah, it's like there was a war. They don't describe what the war was. But I think it's because when this book first came out, it was around the Vietnam War.
Probably. It was Stephen King wrote it. Like, the movie is an adaptation off that novel. And it was his first book, too. So maybe he was... I mean, I'm sure it's fantastic, but maybe he was still getting, like, his footing and stuff of his style and everything.
I've heard good things.
So he kept it vague. Or sometimes you just keep it vague in dystopian books.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you kind of have to, but it's pretty dystopian for what we see. I don't really think we see anyone really that happy at any point.
No, even the coloring, like, in the film is just dark and bleak.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, dull.
And it's definitely an interesting movie to come out now at this point in our world.
Where we're a hop, skip, and a jump away from this, probably.
Mm-hmm.
The main character is Ray. How would you describe Ray?
He's very sure of himself. I feel like he's determined. He has a lot of strength, I feel like. I feel like you could say that about most of the characters in the movie, though. Him and Pete both.
Yeah.
Like, the strength and willpower to keep going when bad shit has happened to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the amount of stuff they had to go through in this movie, insane.
I felt he was like really determined, considering what his wish was that if he completed the walk. So I feel like he was just determined on the end goal there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something, too. I thought it was just a cash prize when I watched the trailer, but in the movie you find out that you, like, get a wish granted, essentially. At one point in the movie, they're all talking about what their wish is going to be, and Ray's being all secretive about his, and you find out why.
Yeah, his backstory is fucked, but we'll get into that on spoilers. But how did you guys feel about Peter? I like Peter a lot.
I just wanted to give him a hug.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I really liked him.
Another character that just, like, has a ton of strength and determination, like you were kind of saying, and, it's just, like we were saying, the world is bleak, and, like, I feel like Peter had the best outlook out of anybody in that movie, and at one point he even says, like, I've got nothing to lose, but I've got a whole lot to gain, and I thought that was really, like, powerful message, that it's, like, keep going, even if you don't feel like it.
Yeah, I like that he was like, he always had Ray's back. He was always there to help him. I was like, he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do any of that stuff. That's just how kind of a person he was.
He genuinely just had everybody's best interest in mind. I feel like he wanted to be that support for people that he didn't have.
Yeah, I definitely got that off of him. Also, his resilience as well. You know, the fact that he went through, like, all what he did, and the fact that he's still looking at everything, on the brighter side.
Yeah, they're really two great leads. They're also acted really well.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to get their names.
Yeah, I feel like the guy who played Ray, he's giving Miles Teller. Like, I feel like he's going to be the next Miles Teller.
He might. He has that type of feel.
Yeah. I could see him really growing into himself and everything. But same with Pete. Like, he was a fantastic actor.
Yeah, I remember him. He was in Alien Romulus, and he played, like, the cyborg in the movie. It was great in that movie and great in this movie.
Yeah.
He needs to be in more stuff. And then I guess the other main person we could talk about is the Major, who
Oh.
is
Mark Hamill,
yeah, Mark Hamill
Luke Skywalker.
does a great job in this too.
If you ever this will make it light. If you've ever watched regular show, Mark Hamill voices Skips, and he kind of sounded like Skips during the movie. So it's like a really dark movie, but it makes it a little bit more palatable if you're like Skip's evil twin.
Yeah, his voice is very empowering.
Yeah,
Like
it's scary.
yeah.
I'm like,
all
he sounds like you should call him Major.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I like how you never saw his like eyes. He always had his sunglasses on.
Well, and then they mentioned too, like, he always looks fresh because he like showers and sleeps, and it's like, where is he going to do this?
Literally.
That was my question. I'm like, does
Yeah.
he like
He
get
might
inside?
drive off or something for like an hour and come back. That's fucked.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you should at least be able to sit there and watch them do this.
I mean, I think he would like that though. He did kind of like that because he's the one who delivers the final shot before the winner
Dude, fuck him.
is chosen. Yeah, it's evil.
Did not like him.
Got what the whole like motivation around this was. I know that they did like a long walk after the war, or maybe it was during the war.
I think it was like right after the war, and like you were kind of saying, like people volunteer for it, but it was brought up in the movie that like every eligible young man that's
Yeah.
able to do it always signs up because it's like you have to, because it like honors your state, and like
Yeah.
you get this huge prize. Money can't buy happiness, but it can fix a lot of shit. So
So, hey, you could go and volunteer, and then you can back out the day before.
yeah, that is nice. That is nice. Like, but then I'm like, but then how are they like, okay, you're the stand-in, come on. Like, do they mail somebody?
I don't know. Well, they get their letters a while before. I don't know.
Yeah, but if you have up to until the day before.
And they might have someone emergency because it's like one boy from every state.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Hunger Games situation.
Yeah, it very much was. And very much like you have the honor of doing this and like showing our nation who we are and like we're gonna be strong again and it was very much giving Hunger Games.
Yeah, in the beginning especially. But it kind of wore down as it went through, as they kept walking.
I imagine if Francis Lawrence was able to have Hunger Games rated R, it would have been like on par with this violence.
Yeah, it gets wild in this.
Because, yeah, and if y'all didn't know, Francis Lawrence, who directed Hunger Games, also directed this movie, and you can tell a lot of stylistic choices he made that give that away. Like when they were showing everybody before, it was kind of reminding me of like the reaping ceremony.
Yeah.
And then when they were showing like people along the walk, I felt like it was showing like people watching the games or like how they gathered them in the
True.
square and made them watch.
I didn't think
So
about that.
that's kind of stylistically what it reminded me of. And just like the nature shots and everything too.
Sure. Alright, let's get into spoilers. Let's talk about this. We should talk about the rules. So the rules of the walk are, I forgot what's the miles per hour you have to
I think
walk.
3 kilometers per hour or something.
I think it was like I think you had to keep at least 3.0 because
Yeah.
remember when Hank, when he was slowing down a lot and like falling asleep, they were like, or no, he was cramping up first.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And they were like, okay, let's slow it down a little bit. And they went to 3.1 so that they were good. But like if they fell below that, then
Yeah, we'll get
then you get a warning.
And you get 3 warnings, and then I think it's like 10 seconds in between each warning.
I believe so.
After the 3rd warning in 10 seconds, you just get shot. You get your
Mhm.
ticket.
Isn't it unless you get up on time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And then-
and then you can walk off the warnings.
Isn't it like
It's an hour per warning.
so 3 hours?
So if you get 3 warnings, yeah, I gotta do 3 hours.
Dude, as you go past that line, you're just getting shot.
That's crazy.
I was surprised we didn't get a death like that, where it was like just someone at their like 3rd warning, and then they forgot and they just get shot randomly.
I feel like they kind of went more with letting the characters be in control of their own deaths, which I
Yeah.
kind of liked, because that's a big thing in dystopian novels is like government control, and like they're basically showing like we're not part of this for your entertainment.
Yeah.
So
I did like that because, especially with how the warnings go, someone was injured, which we saw before.
oh my god, that was brutal.
Very brutal.
Yeah, the dude getting his leg ran over and they just let him go into the last warning and then
That, and then the one guy whose ankle was like rolled,
Yeah.
and he was walking on that for like 50 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Which, how many miles did they end up going? It was 300 something, right?
Yeah,
I think it got to 400 towards
Oh
the end.
shit.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It was a
because
lot.
When they hit 260, I was like, that's 10 marathons.
I'm like, can people walk that long? Like, just keep
Physically,
going?
probably no. Well, there was the one guy who had the health issue, like, that was
Yeah.
relatively in the beginning.
Thinking about just walking, like, what was it, 6 days straight is crazy.
Well, and that's why when Pete was like, I think when I get tired, I'm just going to sit down, I'm like, I get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, like, I don't know how you would be able to do that.
It's only so much your body can handle.
Yeah.
Well, and like you saw, like, they were falling asleep while they were walking.
That was crazy.
That was.
I like that first scene when he, like, woke up. And
Yeah.
it's immediately the hill part.
Ooh,
Which, that hill part was insane.
that was
That was
rough. Because, like,
Rough.
just thinking about having to walk that, even if you had prepared for it, I'm like, that's rough to do at like a steady pace. You can't slow down. I don't know. It sounds like a nightmare. And like, this sounds like the
Yeah.
pacer test on crack.
And it's like, that was nighttime when they were supposed to be sleeping. And now you have to go through a huge hill just randomly.
Yeah.
Wasn't it raining, or did
Yeah,
it
I
start
think
to
so.
rain too? So that makes
did
even,
rain.
like, harder.
Well, and it's like, did they say what state they were in? Because I know it was Ray's home state, but
I don't remember.
I know Stephen King used to write a lot of books that took place in Maine, because that's where he grew up, or it was like similar landscaping to Maine.
It might be similar, I want to say.
So I could see it being like New England, maybe. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I feel like that plays a part in it too, because like if they were in the desert, like I wonder if they change it each year. Because like if you're in the desert, it'll be sweltering during the day, but like freezing at night.
I don't think they change it because remember when they hit the 100 miles and they had that little
Oh, you're right.
like
Oh, the sign.
you're right.
sign, which I was like, damn, that's a fuck sign.
It is.
It was bad.
And there was just the horse there.
Hmm. People weren't even there. I was like, no one's there
No.
for the 100th.
No, everybody wanted to wait until the end.
Yeah,
Just showing how people get desensitized to shit and like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll remember in parts of the scenes all the kids that would like be standing there
Mhm.
watching, and it's like, dang.
yeah, because
It's
Art
crazy.
was like, go, like, you do not need to see this. And yeah, the
And they're
kids were
just
just
care.
watching.
Hmm.
Straight face, not care. I'm like, dang, it's
It's
crazy.
scary.
Yeah, and it's like that's how most of the people were. They were just like blank face, just watching them.
Mm-hmm.
It felt weird. I would feel weird being watched like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he had that one fan.
Oh,
Oh my
that
god,
one
I
girl.
forgot. When he was walking through the hometown,
Yeah.
he was like, oh god.
So how did you guys like the different characters, like the different like volunteers? Because we had the kid who wanted to write a novel about it and
Yeah.
who got his wrist like or his ankle broken.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, I thought he was gonna like hand off his notes to like Ray or something.
Me too.
I was like, make the book for me.
I honestly thought that something like that was going to happen too, or like they were going to take it when he passed, but I guess not.
No, because he was injured for a while.
Dude, yeah. I mean, he was walking on it so long, like his ankle so long that it, like on the
was
side, that it was bleeding.
It's all mangled.
Yeah,
I
dude,
had
and
a
it was
whole
just, I felt so bad too, because he like was like, guys, like, no, I've been walking this whole time, my ankle, and like they just don't care. And it's like
That's
evil,
fucked. Yeah.
cold-blooded.
And, like, they can't just like, if you're medically not able to do it, why can't they just live?
Yeah.
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 You give them a
But-
chance, but no.
That's the whole thing with this whole game.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they don't beat around the bush. They get right to it too. They
Yeah.
don't wait around for it to start.
As soon as it's like third warning, they run up behind you with a
Mhm.
gun. I'm just like, God damn.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about another little light note? The one guy who, I mean, it's not light, I guess, because he still died, but he had the shits,
Oh,
and that's what took him out. And I'm like, damn, if that were me, that would have been like, that was
That's a
televised
big
too.
deal.
that's fucked.
I didn't even think about that until
His
now.
family's probably watching.
His family's like, damn, I knew he had IBS. He should have packed his Imodium.
Fuck.
Well, because the like rations for the food they gave them was weird. It was like
Yeah.
paste.
I think it was paste, and I think they might get spam or two.
Something like that.
I don't know. It was weird. They also,
Maybe a jerky.
I'm glad they at least restocked their food and water. That's something in this. I was scared that they were just gonna get the one canteen in this. Like that's all you
That's
get.
what I was worried about too. But I'm like, that wouldn't physically be possible. Because if they're walking for like days straight, you can only go, what, like 3 days without water.
They have to restock that stuff. So there's definitely like trucks like moving around.
There's probably like pit stops in the different
Yeah.
towns. And they probably, maybe they would like have people come in on shifts.
Yeah. And they drive up and then they drive away. How'd you guys feel about that first kill? I don't know if it was like a rule that they were supposed to be 18 or something.
I think so.
Man, he lied about it because he looked like he was like 15.
See, I'm wondering if like in the book they say it's like draft age, like 18 to 25.
Because there's no old people with it. Like older people, like
No.
30s or anything.
No. And what was his name? The
Which
one with the
guy?
silly name.
Stebbins?
Yeah. He looked like jacked. Like he looked like he was like
Yeah.
in his 20s.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure that if they are all 18, that was supposed to be like
He's a career.
pretty much. That's what I was like kind of getting at. But yeah, another Hunger Games parallel. But he looked like he was like raised to fight and like do this shit.
hmm
So
I mean, yeah, we later find out that he was, so we'll delve into that
Yeah.
later.
yeah.
But yeah, that was crazy. And he was like, he never stopped. He never like complained or anything. He was just going the entire movie.
Literally until he like couldn't.
I'm trying to remember anyone else I want to talk about. I guess we could talk about what's the rank. Talk about rank.
Well, because that made the other guy, because they were like, "You're a killer, dude," and
Oh, yeah.
he was like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not," and he crashed out. I'm like,
Fuck.
this would have been like, okay, we're talking modern day. His name would have been Kyle, and he would have punched many holes in a basement wall.
I just looked up his name and I already forgot it. Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, and he was basically like crazy the entire movie.
Yeah.
The fact that he was like fucking with someone during it, I feel like he should have just been shot for just fucking with someone.
Yeah,
like that.
I was thinking that was gonna happen, but they weren't they like more so threatening. Well, no, I guess it's because he was going back and forth, and
I don't
he
know.
wasn't going at a constant
Maybe when
pace.
they were punching, they might have got a warning too.
Yeah.
But they did get a few warnings for like interacting or maybe stopping. I don't know.
I remember Gary got a warning because he had to tie his shoe right at the beginning.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was stupid.
I'm like, bro.
He got 3 warnings.
Yeah. And they were like, you have to walk 3 hours.
I
But
was like, that's part of my plan.
yeah, that was wild.
Dude,
I was like,
can't
is it?
believe
I think you're just crashing out, Gary.
Just immediately problematic the entire movie.
Literally, I'm like, this man.
Even when they were all introducing themselves, he never introduced himself, but he like said something in the conversation.
I know. I was like, who asked you? Like,
At least introduce yourself.
Right.
I don't know. He was wild in the entire movie.
down to his last moments.
Yeah, that spoon was crazy.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. Everybody in the theater audibly gasped at that.
That was
one
one
of
where
the
they all-
moments.
Yeah.
That and there's another one, but we'll get there. I was one of them. I was like, oh my god.
I was just like speechless. I was
Yeah.
like, not expecting that. I'm like,
No,
oh.
not at all. There's a hummingbird.
Well,
Sorry.
well, if it's not even on camera, so I'm just
It probably isn't, but I saw it. It was
Yeah.
there. I've seen 3 hummingbirds like in the past few months.
That's
that's a
cool.
sign.
I feel like that's good luck, hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Gary
it was-
fucked up Rank and got him killed
Yeah.
by like bullying him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Saying shit about his mom. I'm like, first of all, why are we doing all this extra
Why are we
shit?
bullying
real.
somebody for their name when we live in a dystopian world? I think we have bigger fish to fry here,
Yeah, Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, I didn't like him. Did you guys like all the Musketeers?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hank, Art, Peter, and Ray.
Yeah.
They're all dope.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
All their deaths are sad.
Oh, absolutely. Well, Pete didn't.
Well, yeah.
Spoiler.
Pete didn't die, but all the other ones did.
Yeah.
Hanks was kind of traumatizing. When he went, like, non-verbal and just wasn't saying anything, just, like, moving weird up front, I was like, it's over.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, it's over for him.
And then you find out he had a wife, too. And they were like, no, he didn't. And they were like, yeah, he did. And they were like, oh, shit.
You know, like, yeah. Because he went non-verbal and, like, halfway through, like, the second day.
I mean, fair.
Yeah, fair.
That would have been me.
No, yeah.
I would have been like, nobody fucking talk to me.
For real.
I feel like keep talking is what, like, kept Ray and, like, Peter through it. Like, kept them focused and shit.
Companionship helps.
Yeah.
I like their friendship a lot.
Yeah. Didn't Peter say, like, you know, I'd rather do this with friends?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know one of us is going to have to go in the end, but, like, I'd rather do this with friends than on my own. And I'd rather have a friendship for 2 days than not at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that just also speaks a lot to Pete's kind of, like, philosophy on life. It's, like, just glass half full.
Yeah.
Always looking at the positive side. Like you said, the sunny side of things.
Yeah.
Like, always looking up.
And I feel like the people who were talking the most were the ones that made it longest. 'Cause a lot of the other people, some of the people went insane. There was definitely
Yeah.
moments where people were going crazy.
I mean, there were
Yeah,
people
for
that just, like, ran off, which,
Yeah.
like, also fair.
Mm-hmm. That dude who saw, like, the first story, he was like, I'm just gonna run for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and
I
then
was
Gary was
low.
like, oh, we got a runner. I'm like, shut up, Gary.
Oh, for real.
He's the worst.
He
He
was
was
irritating
so... You know what? I think what bugs me about him is that I'm like, he would have bullied me in school.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a
And the
bully.
school would have let it happen.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Like, it's just Gary. Fucking Gary.
Yeah.
And we can talk about art stuff, which
Mm.
this was just a medical one where he just
His body was physically giving out on him.
That
Yeah.
was fucked. I like the moment that they had where they were like let him keep walk with him.
Mm-hmm. Well, and they were like, it's not that bad. Like,
Nah, it's bad. There's blood all
no,
over
literally.
his face.
I'm like, that looks rough. And them even just being like, we'll get you some ice for your nose, when he was like, did he say his uncle used to give him
His
ice?
grandma.
Okay, yeah. I was like,
Damn.
they're good fucking
And
friends.
Stebbins just like, oh, it's a him. What was it like?
Were you about to say?
Hemorrhage.
I
Yeah.
thought you were about to say hemorrhoid. I'm like,
No.
said no, that's the guy who had the shits.
A lot of the deaths towards the end were a lot of the more meaningful ones.
Well, yeah, I feel like they were more poetic. Not that deaths should be poetic, but it's written off like a novel. So I feel like,
Like Parker's death.
yeah,
Where he was like, I'm taking one out with me.
yeah,
Hey.
where it's like they all like rebelled in their own ways.
Mhm.
And like even Gary, even though we're shitting on Gary right now, but like he still took himself out rather
Yeah.
than like letting them take him out. Like he did it on his own terms.
His reasoning
That's really
is
dark.
crazy.
I mean, yeah, he's like, you're gonna be with me for like literally toxic boyfriend. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that's what it's giving. You're gonna be with me forever now, and I'm gonna traumatize you. Their deaths were like, I feel like weren't in vain. Not that the other ones were,
Oh.
but it's like we got to see the backstory of all of these people, or at least hear some of the backstory.
Yeah.
So it's like, which can we get into Stebbins?
Yeah, let's talk about Stebbins being a Nepo baby.
Literally, spoiler alert. He's the major's son, but the major just got hosed.
Yeah, he just has a bunch of them and he still puts them on for the walk.
I'm like, that's crazy. Because I'm like, does he pick them?
I think
The
so.
major? That's wild.
I definitely think he picks them. That's why
You know,
he
that
got
makes
Ray.
sense. That would make sense, which we'll get to Ray and his
Yeah, we'll get-
backstory in
yeah.
a second. But with Stebbins, in the end, he's just like, his body was giving out too.
Yeah, he was
Like,
just
he was
sick.
coughing the whole time.
He was like, I've never been sick for the last 10
No,
years.
literally.
And now I'm sick.
I'm like, that's some shit that would happen to me.
For real.
However, I usually don't go a year without getting sick.
Yeah.
Who?
10 years would be nice without being sick.
Bro, and he was like only 18.
Hmm.
I guess that makes sense. I feel like you either are like a sickly child or you fight everything off.
Dude, just give up. You're not making it to the end.
Well, he did.
Yeah, he did after he like realized that Ray was actually, those Ray and Peter had meaningful things to walk for, and he's just like,
He was just trying to prove it to his dad.
yeah. And I guess in the book, a little book spoilers, he wasn't sick in the book at all. He just always like kept going until he had that speech with Ray.
Damn.
And then that's why he was like, I'm kind of like a robot, because he just kept going. And during the whole movie, he never complained. He only got like, I feel like he only really got a warning towards the beginning when he like did it on purpose, and then towards the end, when like everyone was kind of getting a little bit of warnings.
Yeah. Well, because everybody was just so exhausted.
Yeah.
Like, again.
Can we loosen up the warnings towards the end?
Don't want to find out ever if this is physically possible, but like, I'm wondering, is this physically possible? Because, especially for somebody that young.
I think I saw someone saying.
But I guess you're in your prime. I don't know.
I heard someone say online someone walked for like 5-6 days straight.
It's
But
like the
that
song.
person also took like breaks every like 4 hours for 2 minutes.
It's like the song, I would walk 500 miles. They should have played that in the movie. That would have changed the vibe a little bit. I think it would have brought it up a little bit.
Yeah,
They did have that one song moment. Which, that song moment when they were like, fuck the major or whatever, I thought someone was going to get shot.
That's what I was worried about, because
was-
they were... It was when he was just kind of giving them, like, a little nibble of, like, what his wish was going to be.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want to make some real change. And they were like, you can get in trouble for that. He might just shoot you for saying that. So it's like...
I thought like Peter would get shot right there because he was yelling at a decent amount. That would really fuck the movie.
But
right
maybe
there.
they were like, this is televised. They can't... Maybe it was, again, Hunger Games.
Yeah, but I also.
But, like, they can't kill all of them.
No.
True.
And
Or else they won't have the walk.
at the end, Ray said some shit to the major. He was like, fuck you, shut up, or whatever. So I'm like, I don't think he's gonna shoot people for that. I don't think.
Yeah, I literally think he was like, shut the fuck up.
6 days into it, you're like towards the end, he's
That's
trying to.
That's what I was saying. Like, unless I had somebody like Pete, I don't think I would be able to, like, talk to anybody.
No.
And even Ray was getting pissy at Pete sometimes.
That one moment, I was like, damn. But understandable. They were
Yeah.
like 2 days in.
Yeah, I would have been crashing out for sure. Like, I probably would have gone insane.
Let's be real. Pete's the only reason Ray kept going.
Yeah.
Without him, it would have been Peter anyway.
Oh, yeah.
He would have won.
Yeah. So, should we get into Ray's backstory a little bit?
Yeah, which his dad was like showing him like banned literature and stuff.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, like banned books and banned
Banned, yeah.
music. And I'm assuming it was probably just... If this did take place during the Vietnam era, or if that's when Stephen King did write it, I'm not sure if he did, though. But if it did, then it could be, like, Vietnam era music, because there was a lot of, like, protest
Mm-hmm.
and anti, like, sticking it to the man
Yeah.
kind of music, so...
Yeah, and like this is another glimmer if we get a little bit of the world.
Mm-hmm.
That there's banned stuff like that. And then I don't know how it spread around, but his dad got arrested for, or not, he got executed for it.
Well, because basically he had to decide, am I gonna say, yeah, I submit and I agree with what you guys are doing,
Yeah.
or am I gonna die having the beliefs that I have? And
He was like, fuck that.
and we find out the major is the one who executed his dad.
Yeah.
I feel like that makes Ray's death a bit more meaningful,
Fuck
and maybe
that.
that is why they kind of changed it in the movie.
Yeah.
Rather from, like, how you were telling me the book is a little different.
Mhm.
I say a little different. It's, like, way different. Both of them died believing in something. So, for his dad, that was, like, I'm raising my son to be a good person and, like, know the truth. And I'm holding on to, like, my beliefs. And then, for Ray, it was, like, he believed in Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like he didn't believe in shit anymore at the end, and he
Yeah.
believed in Pete, and that's why he was just like, And I figured that was gonna happen, where he just, like, stopped.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
That was crazy. That was a good switch up at the end.
I
Like
was
the-
not
Yeah.
expecting that at
No.
all. I was like, what?
Oh, people also gasped when you find out what's his face is the major's son.
Oh.
That was the other gasp. We all said, Tyler goes, called it. I said, oh my God.
He's the only one looking like a soldier out there.
Yeah, no, he looked like he was training.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like fucking brutal, dude. Like, they're
Yeah.
all so young, and this is all televised, and every year people are gonna sign up for it.
Yeah, and most of the deaths aren't their fault. It's just
No.
they like medical reasons or something
Yeah.
happen and they die.
Yeah.
There's a few of them that just went crazy and just ran off.
Yeah.
Like the kid with the radio who just went like stripped down
Yeah.
and ran off.
He said
Mhm.
it was given Talladega Nights.
I thought they were gonna shoot him because he had the radio.
Me too. Well, especially when they were like, some music is banned.
Oh, right.
I was like, oh shit. But a little earlier before Ray dies, obviously, we find out his wish is to off the general or major. And they're like,
Wild.
well, his wish was going to be for one of the guns that they shot people with. And then he was going to say, gotcha. Obviously, that didn't happen.
No, not for Ray.
So
No.
Pete said, I'm going to make that happen for my bestie. And he did. And the movie just leaves you at a cliffhanger.
Mm-hmm. He just keeps walking.
Yeah. Which I'm like, boy, how are
I
you
was
doing that?
shocked. I thought they would have shot him right away.
Yeah, I thought they were going to.
That's what I was like, I'm surprised they left it open-ended. And maybe they did because you told us that, like, the book literally has Ray live instead. So maybe it's like... Or maybe it is the same ending and Ray just walks off at the end.
Do you want me to say?
No.
Okay.
Leave something for me to fucking
But
grasp
yeah,
onto.
it's an interesting ending. It's a lot to think about. All right. So one of my segments I do is who from the movie joins the
Fuck.
smoke sesh.
I forgot about... Damn, this is sad.
So we have to pick someone from the movie to join the smoke sesh.
It makes me depressed because, like, they can't. I mean, I know they're
They
fictional.
can't in my fictional smoke sesh section. They can't.
Fair.
They'll live on
said-
there.
They're revived.
They don't
from the
die.
good
They win
push.
the thing.
They're all winners.
Mm.
They all get a participation trophy.
I'll say Ray.
Ray. Okay. I think Ray would be cool. He's pretty chill.
I'm gonna say Pete. It was either him or Ray for me, so.
I think Hank would be cool.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to smoke with him because he would be chomping on that gum.
Oh, yeah, the gum.
And I can't when people smack on fucking food or
You're
gum.
right.
I'm like, I'd be like, can you not fucking do that? Thank you. So,
So, would we rather have Ray or Peter join it? I think Peter would be maybe more fun.
I feel like he would have good advice to give us.
But Ray would have the better music.
You're not wrong. I like yapping when I'm high sometimes.
You're right.
That's why I go on this podcast.
I was really...
I wish I could add both of them.
I was about to say maybe we could add both of them.
You know, if they're a
But-
package deal, I think we should. We
Yeah.
can't do this frequently, but we're breaking the rules for this because it was a really sad movie. So, like,
Yeah.
just give us this, Byron.
I'll give us
It's
this.
brutal.
Ray and Pete are getting added to the smoke sesh.
It's getting pretty big.
Pete will give us good advice.
Yeah.
Ray will put on good music.
Maybe a vibe.
We'll all trauma dump. It'll be so fun.
They're so ready to do that.
I mean, they're gonna die probably, so
And then my other segment is how faded we should get for this movie. So I rank it with bong rips. How many bong rips? I'm going to say off the bat, I think it should be a low amount of bong rips.
yeah.
Because it's so bleak.
It's bleak and it's graphic.
Very.
Were you high watching it?
I was a little bit, not too much. You know, just a good buzz.
Yeah, I think I got pretty stoned for it, but then I was like...
I regretted it.
I immediately woke up and I was like, oh shit.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it definitely woke me up too. It was like, oh,
Yeah, especially the
It made me cry.
gunshots.
Yeah.
They were like,
Very
Well, in the
loud.
theater, my theater was loud
mhm.
as fuck too. Like, so I was just like, Jesus.
Mhm.
They made them loud as possible.
Yeah.
So
Oh, they
you
did.
knew.
I jumped in my seat. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
It was a lot. So like, if you get overstimulated when you're high, definitely like, maybe don't even smoke if you get that overstimulated.
Maybe.
Because
guess
sometimes
so.
I'd be getting really overstimulated.
All right.
I would say one bong rip.
Bong. Yeah, let's do one bong rip.
Mm,
Because,
I don't want to do 0 bong rips.
yeah, because I needed to be a little high for it.
Yeah. it
But
could
also,
go
like,
wild.
if you get too high, again, it's graphic, it's scary, it's sad, it's bleak.
It also, in the beginning, it's more fast paced, and as it goes, it gets more slow paced.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
Which I feel like that if I'm just like overthinking or not, but I feel like that might be their way of being like, okay, they're showing the exhaustion with them, like the pacing is
Maybe.
slowing down because like they're also slowing down. Well,
might
not
be
physically necessarily, but like,
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy. Bye.
bye. Bye.